Ever wonder how somebody can spend 10 years trading and never get better? Well, it's because they were never taught to practice. They were not trained on how to get in your chart hours. But that won't be your story. Let's go deeper. So today's increased lesson is something that needs to be talked about a lot more in the trading community, and that is how to practice. So most people struggle for years just simply because they do not know how to practice. In trading, you don't get better by taking trades. Now I know that's going to sound weird to you, but you don't get better by taking trades, because the act of taking trades is, like the sign behind us, 10% is buying, 10% is selling, 80% is waiting. So you're not really going to get better in that 10% or that 20% of taking trades. That's not how you're going to get better. The way you get better in trading is by getting in your chart hours. You got to look at charts every single day for a significant amount of time. You have to study the charts, because real traders read the price chart. We read in price action. So we're reading price charts, and that takes practice. It's a whole language. So you have to look at charts over and over and over and over. You have to get your charting hours up. You get your charting hours up, and then you'll start to notice that you can see trades much easier in real time because you've got your chart hours up. And so many people struggle for years and years and years because they're just taking trades, and they're trying to get better from just taking trades, but they never go over the trades they take later in the day. They never take a screenshot of a chart and look at better entries. There's just a lot of things that you can do other than take a trade. And if all you're doing is taking trades and you're not having good success, you need to practice more. It may not be the strategy, it may not be the setup, it may not be the risk. It may just be you need more practice without the stress of being live, without the stress of putting in real money. Maybe you just need to go to demo and practice. But I'm not talking about practicing demo trading. Okay. So the proper way, or a proper way, that you can practice to get better, I'm just gonna show you what I did. Okay, all I used to do is I would trade, and then I would take a screenshot of the trade I took, but not just that one trade. Take a screenshot of the whole chart so I could look at, was this the best entry? Could I have entered better? How was the signal candle? You can go over all of those things when you take a screenshot of your chart. So the best thing you can do tomorrow, start this tomorrow. After you take your trades, you just go in and let's do one right now, and we'll see what you can learn real quick. So if I just go in and I snap a screenshot of my trade. Hold on 1 second. So let's say I've had a trading day. Okay, we were trading Euro USD today. So now, after the trading day is over, I'm gonna grab a screenshot. All right, grab the screenshot, and I use what is this called? Green Shot. I use Green Shot, and then I'm just gonna open it in MS Paint. All right, so now we're opening MS Paint. So what I would do from here is I would just read the price action. What was happening here? We were trending down. What did I see? I see a trend down. I got a trend break. I got 2 legs down to a new low. So I saw the market cycle. Then what happened? We pushed up. Then we pulled down. Look at this. Low, push up, higher low. Then it happens again above the EMA, which is our setup. Here's a low, push up, higher low. I would have entered right here. What would happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Winning trade. I would like to also just point out right here that this is how I found the lower high setup above the EMA that's been winning, that I've been doing all these videos on. I found that setup not because somebody taught it to me. I was able to find that setup from reading price charts from practicing. I was proud. I had been taking my screenshots, and I was seeing the same setup over and over and over. And I'm like, man, this setup be working. And I started taking it, and it works. And so that comes from practice, because that's not what got me into price action trading. What got me into price action trading was the second entry long or the second entry short, just the setup of the second entry. You know, that's what piqued my interest into price action. But once I got into it, and I still like second entries, but I found my own setup from practicing. So because I was looking at charts over and over and over again, I started to say, hey, this pattern repeats every time we've had a play out of the market cycle. I see this pattern. And so once I was able to identify my trade, then I started being able to take it in real time. But I found it from taking my screenshots, marking up the charts, reading the price chart, reading the price action for that day from the trades I took, and from doing that every single day, looking at chart after chart. And I used to just stare at them for hours sometimes, because I was trying to see what's the best setup, you know, how can I enter the market properly. And that really took me a long ways. I venture to say that binary options was almost the missing piece for me, and taking a giant step in my trading, because I was just able to see it in a steel shot. Man, this setup is happening over and over again. So then once I went live, or once we got back to live trading, and I clearly can see the market cycle had played out, I know my trade is coming. So if you're still struggling, it could really just come down to practicing, because if you're not practicing at all, you're going to continue to have the same results you've had, right? If you've been struggling for 10 years to become profitable, you're doing something wrong. And what it is you haven't learned how to practice yet, because taking screenshots of markets and practice reading charts, that costs you nothing. What it costs you is time. And that's what most people won't put in. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be successful, but nobody, except you guys watching this channel, wants to put in the time it takes to get better. So I think we all can agree that anything you practice every single day, you will improve. I believe that we all can agree that that is true. So now you know how to practice trading. It's not by actually trading. It's not by trading on demo. No, it's by taking screenshots of the market, reading the price action, becoming more familiar with the market cycle, learning to trust the market cycle, finding your setup, spot your setup, seeing it in charts over and over and over and over again every day. Then you will see it in real time, and you'll be able to take the trade, pull the trigger, and you will get better and have better results. Practice, practice, practice. So that's the lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, we're going to do a trade example. So let's check one out right now. All right, here we got a high, push down, lower high, huge signal candle. Locked and loaded. Let's go. We're in. Expecting we got a high, push down, lower high. So we're expecting to test these lows here and down here. 5 minutes. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that trade example. I hope you enjoyed the increase lesson today. Please like, subscribe, and share. Watch this video next. My name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the Sutton. Bye-bye.